Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are doing another edition of a video that I love doing, which are brands that have been on my radar, that I have been dying to try, and that I think you guys should put on your wish list too. The reason why I love making this type of video is because I feel like it's so important to showcase new designers, smaller brands that are out there doing quality products, but that maybe don't have a lot of budget to do advertising or that simply aren't as known. So if you love something a bit more original, a little bit outside of those same old brands that we see everywhere, this video is for you. Let's begin with a brand that I have been stalking since I've seen it on California's Too Casual's Instagram. I love her style, I have done a video about it, we'll link it here. But the reason why Modern Citizen is so interesting is because they have basics, but they are basics with a twist. It looks a bit more cool, a bit more refined. It is the perfect brand if you're into a more minimalist look, if you're into capsule wardrobes, because they are pieces that are easy to style, that are in neutral colors, that are wearable, that look well made, but that will add a bit of excitement to something that could be a bit boring. A few examples of pieces that I would be adding to my shopping bag would be the Eames cotton wool button cardigan. This is gorgeous. Again, can you find cardigans everywhere? Yes, but this one is a bit more interesting. It has the hourglass shape that reminds me a bit of the Dior bar jacket. This will look so cute with like a thin belt around the waist. Also, the sort of bell sleeve gives it another proportion and added detail. The beautiful buttons in this horn kind of finish is beautiful. The color is a beige that is a bit more elegant. They call it buckwheat. It's a bit gray, a bit yellow, so doesn't look cheap. It looks very refined, very elevated, very elegant. Also, the Allegra gathered neck sleeveless blouse. It is very simple. When you look at it, it seems like a shell top, but that draping will always make things more beautiful. Perfect top to layer under a jacket or under a blazer because it is sleeveless. So even though you have a bit of volume with the fabric in the neckline, it doesn't add bulk to the sleeves. The Kyle oversized split back shirt is another great example of a silhouette that could be very basic, that could be very obvious, but with a few additions and a few tweaks, it turns into a whole thing that is completely new. The oversized is done really well here because even though you do get a bit more width on the shoulders, it's not too long. I hate too long of a shirt because then when you want to tuck it into things, it just turns into a pandemonium of fabric around your waist area, which you don't want. This is a little bit shorter. It also has beautiful thicker cuffs, which remind me of a tuxedo shirt and give structure to the arms. The slit on the back is also beautiful because if you choose to wear it untucked, it will give movement to your look. So it's not just a tent around you, it's something that is constructed around the body. It has that cool feel, that air of someone who knows what they're doing with their style but doesn't really need to show it off. Second brand is Bobbies. I've been wanting to try out Bobbies for a while, but I've never pulled the trigger. I even went to their store in Paris, browsed a little bit, but I didn't try anything on because I didn't have the budget to get shoes during that trip. And I have to say, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. I should have gotten something because they are such wearable styles. I think it's very easy nowadays to find glamorous, extremely beautiful on the feet shoes that after 20 minutes you just want to take off your feet. Shoes like the ones from Bobbies will give you a well-dressed feel, but you'll be able to wear them all day long. They have that sort of Parisian aesthetic that I think is very beautiful and very in tune with my style. They make their shoes in Portugal and Spain, so you know you're getting something that is quality in manufacturing, and they use real leather and usually tend to go for neutral color, so you know you're gonna get your money's worth out of these shoes. For instance, the Serena boots, these are gorgeous. I love the idea of wearing knee-high boots during fall winter because it just adds a bit of femininity, and these boots are just perfection. You have a very sensible heel that is not too thin, not too thick, so it looks cohesive and it looks very flattering on the leg. The almond toe shape is always beautiful. It's not that angular kind of thin toe and it's not square, which I'm not a fan of. Looks great during the day for work, looks great for going out for drinks or for dinner during the evening. Perfection. Also the Jill loafers. If you're looking for a Gucci dupe, I think these are perfect. I love them in the ristretto color. It's kind of a coffee brown, not too dark that it looks like black, not too bright that it looks like orange. A very chic brown. Has the horsebit detail, has that malleable leather that I think makes loafers so wearable and so nice to just throw on. You could even pair this with some beautiful kind of contrast color stockings if you want to have a little bit of fun with the styling. I always say this, if you have to choose between wearing loafers or wearing sneakers and you want to look cuter and a little bit more chic, go with the loafers and you'll get the same level of comfort. They also have some sling bags, which is something that I have been really wanting to add to my wardrobe. The Live sling bags, they look a little bit more modern. They have a more square shape in the back and in the cut in the front. Also a more sculptural kind of heel. I think it would look so cute with perhaps some jeans and a lady jacket, or you could pair this with like a tweed dress and have a more Chanel look. And speaking of Parisian chic, I've also been stalking Dear Charlotte for I think 3 years now. They are a jewelry brand, costume jewelry, and I just love their things because it has that kind of bohemian touch to their designs with a maximalist twist, which is very French in my opinion, and a great way of stepping up a look, giving it life, giving it a bit more personality and really making it shine. This Semenier bracelet is beautiful with the mixed metals. You have some mother of pearl, you have some gold, you have some resin in a Bordeaux kind of color that they look so beautiful together. I follow their Instagram religiously because not only do they show their products, they show styling of their products, and it looks so cool. It looks so effortless yet extremely chic, just like Parisian people are. This serpent kind of bangle, it's also beautiful. I love adding that element of serpents in jewelry because I think it's such a classic and yet such a bold statement. This combination of this magenta pink with the cream and the gold, chef's kiss. The Diane shield earrings, how gorgeous are these? I have talked about this in my last video about glam grandmas. This is totally something you could find in their wardrobe. It's statement, it's bold, it will draw attention to your face. You put this on with a mock neck and put your hair back and you're done. You don't need anything else. They're always launching new pieces as well, so always nice to keep an eye, see what they have in store. You guys know how much I love scarves, and I have found a Italian brand that specializes in scarves with an accessible price. It's called Edition Venti Nove. They have really bright, kind of Pucci-esque prints, really high quality products. They only work with 100% silk or with wool, so you know you're getting your money's worth and you're getting a quality product that is going to last. I just love also the fact that they have smaller batches of products, so you really feel like you're getting yourself a product that nobody else is going to have. They often also illustrate quintessentially Italian elements like cuisine, like coffee makers, like sort of cultural elements that are very in tune with what it means to be Italian. Just to give you an example, this beautiful wool scarf is called Cucina Italiana, which means Italian kitchen, with a bunch of different elements that you would find in an Italian person's kitchen, but it's done in such a beautiful, tasteful way that once it is folded, it just looks like a gorgeous, gorgeous print in these beautiful shades of really strong cobalt blue with a bit of a beige, with a bit of a white. Has a pop, but still very wearable. Also, the ex voto print is really beautiful and kind of permeates a lot of their designs. The addition of the ribbon behind the metals really adds a bit of an Hermes touch. So whenever you're folding it and you get that glimpse of that deep blue, kind of grounds the print and makes it not too summery, not too vibrant, but very wearable all year round. Just a beautiful brand, and you guys know, what's another scarf in a crazy woman's scarf collection? You know, I just need it. I need it. I'm just gonna have to get one. Just one. I won't go crazy. Maybe you guys can go on their website, take a look around, and tell me in the comments below which one you think I should get. And last but not least, and I'm leaving this for last because it is a bit expensive, we're talking about Purdey. If you love that countryside British chic aesthetic, Purdey is absolutely iconic. They are a heritage brand that was founded on 1814, I guess, and they specialize in sort of field country wear, jackets, accessories, etc. So when you think about someone that goes shooting on the weekend at their country estate, they're probably wearing Purdey. They focus on craftsmanship a lot. You'll see on their website that they talk about it constantly, and also on excellent fabrics, such as their own made in Scotland cashmere blend tweed, which sounds divine. They give a lot of attention to detail. See that their pieces have the fastenings, have the buttons, have the padding, have the little trimmings, everything that takes a piece from generic to one of a kind. So you are paying a premium, but at the end of the day, wouldn't you prefer to know that your money is going into actually making the piece rather than marketing, dressing celebrities, doing fashion shows, and paying for events? Now let's play the game of if I had unlimited budget, what would I buy? Beginning with the Aran cardigan. I know you can get a cardigan anywhere, but just like the one from Modern Citizen, which is way more accessible if you have to choose, this one has that tinge of you can't find it anywhere else. Has this beautiful texture. You can see that the braiding is not a classic braiding, but it has that intertwined, almost vine-like pattern that I think must be very, very hard to achieve. Have the little pom-poms as a detail as well. It's made in cashmere, so it's going to keep you warm. I would pair this with a beautiful button down underneath and call it a day. So beautiful. They even have a matching scarf and a matching skirt, so if one piece is not enough, you can get yourself the other two. Also, the bridal leather cartridge bag in tan. Now, this one is a bit more economically sustainable, if you will, because when I look at this, I immediately think of Dior's Bobby bag. And how much is that? 3,500 euros. And this one is just 600 pounds. So you see, you're getting that same silhouette, but from a brand that is way less obvious, that probably has the same level of quality, that is made in a beautiful leather, that is in a bit of a more subdued, kind of discreet color. I would 1000% choose this over Dior. Just saying. This is it, everyone. These are the brands that I had my eyes on for a while now. I'm not saying I'll try all of them, but I'm certainly going to pull the trigger on some of them this year, I think. Hopefully. We'll see. I love finding new brands, so if you guys have any new up-and-coming, kind of underrated brands that you would like us to discover as well, leave them down in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. Hopefully you found this fun, and we'll see each other again next time. Bye bye.